Hi there, grade 7. Welcome back to school. Welcome back to the second semester. Hope you had a really good first week. We are going to continue here by starting in our new textbook. Okay, so this is the first chapter in our new textbook in the first section as well, chapter 6.1. And we're going to start talking about angles and some different properties of angles that you might find in some different problems, okay? So let's take a look at some necessary vocabulary. In complementary angles, you might recall this. Complementary angles are angles whose measures add up to 90 degrees. All right. Let's draw a couple examples here. Let's say got an angle of, let's say that's 38 degrees, and let's say that this is an angle of 52 degrees. Those are complementary angles. All right, so that's A, that's B. A and B are complementary angles here because their measures add up to 90 degrees. Similarly, supplementary angles are angles whose measures add up to 180. Okay, so very similar to complementary angles. And we can draw another example over here. Let's say I've got an angle of 100 and say that's 124 degrees. And well, what would be a supplementary angle to that? That would be an angle of about 56, I believe. Okay. All right, lastly, adjacent angles. Adjacent angles are not angles that add up to a certain number, like complementary or supplementary angles. Adjacent angles are just angles that share a vertex and side. And what that means is that they're just right next to each other. Okay? So these are adjacent angles right here. This guy and this guy. Those are adjacent angles because they share a common vertex right there, and they also share this common side. Those are adjacent angles. All right, so let's do a few examples with this new knowledge that we have. Name 3 pairs of complementary angles. All right, I believe every angle here belongs to a pair. So this guy here is 61 degrees. Well, what would make a complement of 61 degrees? Whatever adds 61 to 90, that would be, I believe, 29. And that's over here. So those are complementary angles. So say angle B and angle Q are complementary angles. How about this guy? 38. 38 plus what? 52, right? Is equal to 90. So angle E and angle N. And lastly, 69 degrees plus 21 degrees is also 90. So those are complementary as well. Just make those a little smaller. And then, so we've got angle K and angle, what was that? I. Those are our 3 pairs of complementary angles. Okay, and we can do the same thing with supplementary angles. We can solve just by telling whether they're supplementary, okay? So our 32 degrees and 108, are those supplementary? No, those don't add up to 180, right? Those add up to 140. How about this, 45 and 45? That's supplementary, right? Actually, no, that's complementary, right? Those add up to 90 degrees. We're looking for things that are supplementary, which adds up to 180 degrees. Angle D, 12 and 168. Do those add up to 180? Yeah, those do. Those are supplementary angles. How about 85 and 95? Those also add up to 180. Those are supplementary. Pretty straightforward, right? Okay, I'm going to do one of these examples. There's two left here, but they're pretty similar. So hopefully you'll be able to solve the other one. It says in this diagram, angle AOC, which is this angle right here, AOC, angle COD, and angle DOB are angles on a straight line. Find the value of x. So since all of these angles are on a straight line, that means that their angles add up to 180, right? The angle of 180 is just a straight angle, right? That is 180 degrees right there. So all three of these values, 126, x, and 2x, add up to 180. And the way I solve that is I just add them up like that. 26 plus x plus 2x equals 180. That means 126 plus 3x equals 180. If I subtract 126 from both sides, then I get 54 equals to 3x. And if I divide both sides by 3, I get x is equal to 18. You don't need to have the degree symbol there. You can just say x equals 18. All right, this one is similar, this guy down here. And all you're doing is adding these together. 2y plus 70 plus 3y is equal to 180. All right, so go ahead and solve that one without me, and we can talk about the answer once we get to class, okay? Thank you guys. Have a great day. See you in class.